My beloved child. There is a reason your heart feels different today. You may not understand it yet, but something has already begun to move behind the scenes. What you call an ordinary moment is quietly becoming the doorway to extraordinary news. Before that news reaches you, your spirit must become calm enough to recognize it. Many people look only with their eyes, but the greatest blessings often arrive silently before they become visible. That is why you were guided to this message today. This is not about luck. This is about perfect timing. Every delay has been preparing a surprise that is far greater than your imagination. You have wondered why certain doors remained closed. You questioned why some answers never arrived. You even believed that silence meant nothing was happening. But silence was never emptiness. Silence was preparation. Every unseen moment was arranging something that could not have happened earlier. Listen carefully. The next few moments may completely change the way you look at your own journey. There is one detail that almost everyone misses before receiving good news. If you understand that detail today, you will never look at waiting in the same way again. For a long time, you searched outside yourself for signs. You expected loud announcements, dramatic changes, and instant answers. Yet the greatest turning points begin with the smallest signals. A peaceful feeling. An unexpected conversation. A forgotten opportunity returning at the perfect time. A door reopening after everyone believed it was locked forever. These moments appear ordinary until you discover what they were leading toward. That is exactly where you are now. Something that once looked like a disappointment is preparing to become the reason you smile again. You cannot see the entire picture because only one piece has been revealed. Imagine reading only one page of a beautiful story and deciding how it ends. That is what fear often does. It convinces people that the chapter they are living is the final chapter. But your story has not reached its greatest page yet. The good news waiting ahead has been growing quietly while you believed nothing was changing. And here is the surprising truth. The longer the preparation, the more unforgettable the arrival becomes. That is why this moment feels different. Your waiting has not been wasted. It has been building something worth remembering. Now I want you to notice something that most people overlook. Every time life seemed to slow down, you became stronger without realizing it. You learned patience. You discovered courage. You continued moving even when the path became uncertain. Those lessons were never punishment. They were preparation for what comes next. The good news approaching your life is not only about receiving something. It is about becoming the person who is finally ready to receive it with wisdom and gratitude. Many people ask for blessings before they are ready to protect them. You have been shaped by every challenge, every quiet night, every unanswered question, and every unexpected delay. Nothing was meaningless. Every experience became another piece of the foundation beneath your future. There is something remarkable about foundations. Nobody celebrates them while they are being built because they remain hidden underground. Yet without them, nothing beautiful can stand. In the same way, your unseen growth has been preparing you for a moment that others will call sudden. They will never know how much silent preparation happened before the good news finally arrived. But there is another mystery that you must understand before that joyful moment appears. Good news often arrives disguised as something ordinary. A simple message. A familiar voice. An invitation you almost ignore. A conversation that seems too small to matter. Many life-changing moments first appear in ordinary clothing. That is why awareness matters more than speed. If your heart remains open, you will recognize what others overlook. Never underestimate small beginnings, because history is filled with moments that looked insignificant until they transformed everything. The greatest surprises never announce themselves in advance. They simply arrive when the time is complete. Think about every sunrise. Darkness never receives permission before it disappears. Light simply arrives because its moment has come. Your season is moving in exactly the same way. Even now, unseen pieces are connecting together. Every delay is becoming direction. Every unanswered question is becoming clarity. Every closed chapter is making space for a new beginning. And somewhere closer than you imagine, the news you have been waiting for is already taking shape. You cannot hear it yet. You cannot touch it yet. But every passing moment is bringing it nearer. One final truth must stay in your heart before this part ends. Never measure your future by yesterday's disappointments. The past was a classroom, not a prison. What is coming carries possibilities that yesterday could never offer. Keep your hope alive even when nothing appears different, because transformation always begins before it becomes visible. Remember this carefully. The seed never looks like the tree while it is hidden beneath the soil. Yet everything needed for the future already exists inside it. In the same way, the good news prepared for you already exists beyond what your eyes can currently see. Stay patient. Stay hopeful. Stay ready. Because after this moment, something unexpected will begin to unfold. And when the first sign appears, you will remember these words and realize that every silent step was leading you toward a beautiful surprise that had been waiting for the perfect time to enter your life. A quiet shift has already begun around you, even if nothing on the outside seems different. Most people stop believing just before the moment everything changes. They become tired of waiting. They convince themselves that tomorrow will look exactly like yesterday. But you must not make that mistake. There is a hidden pattern that very few people ever recognize. Before truly good news arrives, life often becomes strangely quiet. It is almost as if the world is holding its breath. That silence is not emptiness. It is the final moment before a new chapter opens. Right now, there are connections being formed that you cannot see. A decision is being made. A conversation is taking place. A forgotten opportunity is finding its way back. Every second that passes is bringing those unseen pieces closer together. This is why your heart has been restless lately. Deep inside, something already knows that change is approaching. The most surprising part is that the news you have been waiting for may arrive from a direction you never expected. What once seemed impossible may suddenly become the very reason you smile. There is something else you need to understand. Not every delay was meant to keep you away from your blessing. Some delays were protecting it. Imagine receiving something precious before you had the wisdom to value it. Imagine reaching your destination before learning the lessons that would help you stay there. Timing changes everything. Many people celebrate what they receive but forget to appreciate when they receive it. The right moment can turn a small opportunity into a life-changing one. That is exactly why your journey unfolded the way it did. Every closed door removed a distraction. Every unanswered question strengthened your patience. Every unexpected pause quietly prepared your heart for what is coming next. And here is the astonishing truth. The good news waiting ahead is not arriving because of chance. It is arriving because countless unseen moments have finally reached the point where everything begins to fit together. What once looked disconnected is about to reveal a beautiful pattern. Now pay close attention to this thought because it may completely change the way you see your future. Sometimes the greatest breakthrough begins with one simple moment that almost feels too ordinary to notice. A single phone call. A single message. A single meeting. A single sentence. One tiny event can redirect an entire life. That is why you should never underestimate ordinary days. Extraordinary stories often begin on days that seem completely normal. While everyone else rushes through life looking for dramatic signs, the wisest people remain alert for quiet opportunities. Those opportunities carry the power to reshape everything. Your next chapter may begin with something so simple that you almost overlook it. But once it happens, you will look back and realize that it was the exact moment your life started moving in a new direction. Suddenly the confusion of yesterday will begin making sense. Suddenly the waiting will feel worthwhile. Suddenly you will understand why nothing happened before now. There is one final mystery that many never discover. The closer people come to receiving joyful news, the more they are tempted to lose hope. It happens because they can only see the present while the future remains hidden. They mistake temporary silence for permanent disappointment. But silence has never been the author of your story. It has only been one page within it. Keep your heart open. Keep your expectations alive. Every sunrise proves that darkness cannot last forever. Every new season proves that change is part of life itself. In the same way, your present circumstances are not permanent. They are simply passing through. What is waiting ahead carries the potential to replace doubt with peace, questions with clarity, and uncertainty with quiet confidence. When that moment finally arrives, it will not feel random. It will feel perfectly timed. You will realize that every difficult step brought you exactly where you needed to be. Before you leave this moment behind, remember these words carefully. Never allow today's uncertainty to convince you that tomorrow has already been decided. The future is still unfolding. New possibilities are quietly appearing where you cannot yet see them. The story is still being written. The page has not ended. The greatest surprise has not yet been revealed. Soon, something will happen that makes you pause, smile, and remember this very moment. You will realize that hope was never wasted. Patience was never meaningless. Every silent day carried hidden purpose. The good news you have been waiting for is moving closer with every passing moment. And when it finally reaches you, it will feel even more precious because of everything you experienced before it arrived. There is one question that has quietly followed you for a long time. When will everything finally begin to change? You may have asked it in moments of silence, during ordinary days, or while looking back at dreams that seemed to drift farther away. But today, I want you to hold that question for just a little longer because the answer is closer than you think. Every remarkable story reaches a moment where everything begins to connect. What once looked like random events suddenly forms a clear picture. That moment is approaching for you. The pieces that once seemed scattered are slowly moving into place. You cannot see every connection yet, but that does not mean they are absent. The greatest changes often happen beyond your sight before they appear before your eyes. Never mistake invisibility for inactivity. Just because something cannot be seen does not mean it is not already moving toward you. Every passing day is quietly shortening the distance between where you are and the good news waiting ahead. Think about the seasons of life. No tree asks why winter lasts so long. It simply continues preparing for spring beneath the surface. While everything appears still, unseen growth continues deep within. Your journey has followed the same pattern. There were days when you believed nothing was happening. Yet every experience was strengthening your roots. Every challenge increased your resilience. Every delay deepened your wisdom. These invisible victories matter far more than you realize because they determine how you will receive what is coming next. Good news is not only about changing circumstances. It is also about becoming the person who can fully appreciate those changes. Many people celebrate the destination while forgetting the transformation that made the destination possible. Your transformation has already begun. Quietly. Patiently. Steadily. And because of that, what is approaching will feel even more meaningful than you once imagined. Now let me share something that surprises almost everyone. Sometimes the answer you have been waiting for has already started moving before you even finish asking the question. Life has a remarkable way of preparing solutions before people become aware of them. While you were focusing on what seemed impossible, new paths were opening where you were not looking. While you believed one opportunity had disappeared forever, another one was quietly finding its way toward you. This is why you must never decide your future based only on your present view. Your vision is limited to today, but tomorrow already holds possibilities that today's eyes cannot fully recognize. Imagine standing before a sunrise while the sky is still dark. Darkness may convince you that light will never appear, yet the sun is already rising beyond the horizon. It does not ask for permission. It simply arrives when its moment comes. In the same way, your season of joyful news is moving steadily closer, even if today's circumstances have not yet revealed it. There is another truth that deserves your attention. Gratitude has the power to change the way waiting feels. It does not remove the journey, but it fills the journey with purpose. Instead of asking only what has not arrived, begin noticing everything that has already carried you this far. Every lesson. Every unexpected kindness. Every small victory. Every quiet moment of strength. These were never ordinary moments. They were reminders that you have never walked this path without growth. The same unseen guidance that brought you through yesterday is preparing tomorrow's breakthrough. Nothing has been wasted. Nothing has been forgotten. Every experience has added another layer to the person you are becoming. That is why the good news ahead will not simply make you happy for a moment. It will remind you that every step of this journey held meaning, even when you could not understand it. So keep moving forward with confidence. Refuse to let temporary uncertainty become a permanent belief. Hold on to hope with quiet strength. Stay open to unexpected opportunities. Stay ready for surprising conversations. Stay aware of small moments because they often carry the beginning of extraordinary stories. The good news you have been waiting for is no longer a distant possibility. It is drawing closer with every passing moment. And when it finally reaches you, you will not only celebrate what has arrived. You will also understand why every delay, every lesson, every quiet season, and every unanswered question was preparing you for a blessing that arrived.